welcome back. Just 24 hours after we had a Sophie Squad baseball game over at Wade Stadium, the Proctor Hermantown Stealth and Duluth Wolfpack girls lacrosse teams hosted their own version of a Sophie Squad game tonight. Both teams raising money for mental health initiatives for student athletes in the Northland. The Stealth finding the score sheet early. Lexi Hoop setting up Bridget LaCour for the one-timer style goal to give the Stealth a one-goal lead. Now on a penalty shot, Jesse Paulson sticks it top shelf where I keep that chunky peanut butter to tie us up. The Wolfpack on the prowl again. Scarlett Sayre goes right to the crease, tickling the twine to give Duluth their first lead. And then just 2 minutes later, Anissa McMillan finds the loose ball in the scrum and wires it home for the goal. But the Stealth responded in a big way in the second half, taking the close 7-6 win over the Wolfpack. Then the Stealth boys were back at home hosting the Superior Spartans, and that home team wasting no time getting on the board. Quinn Andrews finishing from right in front to give the Stealth the lead. Then it's Colton Coughlin taking the feed from the goal line. After a quick cradle, he rips it home to put the Stealth up 2-1, and they'd keep rolling. It's Lucas Flatta working around the left side of the crease, sneaking one past the tender to make it 3-1. It was closely contested till the end, but the Stealth pull out the narrow victory 9-8.